Hello friends, it's Scott from Plot River Keto. If you're new to my channel, welcome. On my channel, you get to come along for the ride on my keto journey. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, which it feels like most of you would have to be because there's been no content on my channel for about a month and a half, welcome. It's nice to have you here. For the 5 of you who are remaining, I apologize that I haven't posted any long-form updates in about a month and a half. I'm going to try to really quickly cover what's been going on with me and then kind of share what I want to share with you, and we'll go from there. So anyway, hope you're along for the ride. So, about a month and a half ago, not quite a month and a half ago, my father-in-law passed away, my wife's dad, and it wasn't unexpected. He had been in declining health for a little while. But that was really difficult. It was difficult for me. It was obviously very difficult for my wife to lose her father. And we had a tough go for quite a while. And I intentionally decided to take a step back from this channel, take a bit of a step back from my health journey, and just grieve. Is the grieving process over? No. Are most days pretty good? Yes. As those of you who have dealt with grief, which I think that most of us who live in this world have dealt with it in some way or another, it comes in waves, it comes and goes. There are good days and bad days. I think that lately we've been having more good days than bad days, but it's amazing what little things will bring up wonderful memories that had of my father-in-law and caused me to have a moment and deal with a little bit of my grief. But I'm not going to get the quote right, but the reason that loss is so hard is because we loved. And so if we have to experience the loss, we get to experience the joy, we get to experience the love, and so we also experience the loss. Because we love someone. Because we get to love someone, we get to miss them. And I think that's true. And so definitely something that my family is still dealing with, but that is a big part of the reason why you haven't seen me on here for the last month and a half or so. I did mention to you guys that kind of right before everything happened with my father-in-law, I hired a health coach. I've been working with him. He is fantastic. I have not been doing so fantastic, but he is fantastic, amazing. He's been very helpful to me. I will say, though, that... I say though as if it's like his fault. It's not. I will say that I am dealing with what I would call... I've been debating on what to call this. Is it a mid-health journey crisis, a midlife health journey crisis, a mid-health journey crisis? A midlife health crisis would be like I had a heart attack, so probably not that one. But I feel like I'm kind of at a crossroads and I don't quite know what I'm going to do. I actually hesitated to even say that you get to come along for the ride on my keto journey, to say that you get to come along for the ride on my health journey, because I don't know what I'm going to do. I started on my path, health journey, found keto in July of 2021. So I've been at this for a little over 5 years. In that time, I've lost probably 160 pounds. I've probably gained almost 100 pounds of that back. It's not all about weight. I do feel better and healthier, I think, than I did 4 years ago. Obviously, I've lost a little bit of weight, relatively speaking, but I've put a lot of it back on, and I have really struggled over the last 12 months, probably almost 12 months, to find my groove with keto and to get back onto the health journey and to start the progress moving in the direction that I want it to from a fat loss perspective. Now, while I will tell you guys that I know that it's not all about the fat loss, I'm getting back to a size that I'm not very comfortable in. I'm getting back to the point where I talked about some of the things that have gone by the wayside for me. Those things are going to come back soon. If I don't start making some progress, I'm going to be back to a few of the things that I used to share with you guys that were big progress steps for me. Not being able to shop at regular stores and not being able to fit in booths at restaurants and excuse me, needing seatbelt extenders and so on and so forth. And I'm getting close to that point again. And I don't want to go there again. Having said that, I've been trying and trying and trying to restart this keto thing, and it's been a struggle. And, it's funny. I don't know if you guys have ever watched the TV show The Good Place, but there's a character on there. His name is Chidi, and he can't decide on anything. So he keeps going back, like, on the one hand, there's this, and on the one hand, there's that. And that's how I feel right now on my health journey. Like, on the one hand, I know that keto and eating that, what I would call clean eating has been really good for me. On the other hand, I haven't been able to stick with it. On the one hand, again, I felt that the inflammation has been gone as I've taken carbs out of my body. On the other hand, I haven't been able to consistently do that. I've had lots of relapses, and again, the trend over the last 12 months has been that I have gained in size and gained in fat. And I'm less healthy than I was a year ago. And that's very frustrating to me. And my health coach, actually, Mike Gorman, Gormigos Keto is the handle that he has. He posted something on Instagram the other day and talked about how, when you're really big, which I am getting right back to and was to start my journey, people don't talk to you a lot about your weight. As you lose your weight, people start to tell you how scared they were for you and how afraid they were of what you were doing to yourself, and they're afraid they were going to lose you, and a lot of stuff comes out as you start to lose the weight. And as you put it back on, as I have, you start to think about those things that people said to you, and I've started to think about things that people have said to me, and obviously the things that they've said have been with the best of intentions, very kind-hearted people that want the best for me, but I start to think about some of those things, and it is a bummer, and putting the weight back on has been a bummer. And when I say that I'm in this mid-health journey crisis, it's because I don't know what to do. On the one hand, I say that I know that keto works for me, but I can't stick to it. And so it doesn't work if you can't stick to it, right? That's why we talk a lot about carnivore, how carnivore doesn't work for a lot of people because it's very restrictive and it's very hard to stick to. And so it doesn't seem to be something that works long term. I've been struggling to make keto work for me long term. And so I don't know what I'm going to do. I do know that eating whole foods, one ingredient foods, that just makes logical sense to me that's healthy. Should I continue to ignore the one ingredient foods that have carbs in them? I don't know. Again, to some degree that's worked for me over the last 4 years. I've had a lot of weight loss and fat loss, but I don't know the answer because I know that what I'm doing right now is not working. And that's been very frustrating for me. I do know that I do better when I exercise, and I've been getting kind of back on that path, but that's been a struggle too. And overall, I am just at a place where I don't know where I go from here. And I wanted to share that with you guys. I appreciate the 5 of you who will actually probably watch this video because the YouTube algorithm, I've been so out of practice at sharing these videos, I don't know if anybody will even see this. But for those of you that do, if you do happen to see it, and you have comments, advice, whatever, feel free to share. I appreciate you. I appreciate your comments and your thoughts on my health journey. But I don't know what to do because I keep starting over and starting over and starting over and not making a lot of progress. Having said that, I know that if I don't in some way reduce my intake of food and start my trend back down to losing fat rather than gaining fat, I'm going to be right back where I started, and I don't want to be there. So, I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'd like to say that I'm going to get back to doing these updates with you weekly. I have absolutely no idea. I don't know if I'm going to keep my channel going. I just don't know. I'm really at a crossroads, and I'm not sure where I go from here. But I wanted to share this with you today. I wanted to share with you how much I've appreciated you guys being along for the ride on my health journey, for the love and support that you've provided. Again, don't know what I'm doing moving forward, but thank you for being a part of everything. I would say day by day, keep it calm and keto on. That's usually my catchphrase, but I'm not sure. Day by day, keep calm and carry on. Isn't that what the British say? Anyway, thanks for checking in. We will check in with you next week, I hope.